Hey everyone, my name is Taps, and the Steamboat Willie NFT drop from Disney is happening today on Veve. I will be streaming this drop later today, but it's important that you know beforehand just how incredible this NFT truly is. This is a blue chip regardless of first appearance or first edition, FA or FE. And it's important that you understand why, whether you get it on the drop or in the secondary market following. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly why this is an extremely important NFT for everyone's Veve collection. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the community, feel free to subscribe. I'm a crypto stock and real estate investor, but never a financial advisor. So this is dropping today on December 22nd at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is in blind box fashion. There is a common, an uncommon, and an ultra rare. And the ultra rare is of course animated with movement and sound. But it's good to know about specifically which blue chips are going to stand out beforehand, especially the commons. Think back to Spider-Man, right? When we first saw the first Spider-Man from Marvel launched in August for the price of $40, there were 32,000 editions. And think about what the price is at now. This is the price of the Spider-Mans, right? This is the purple line. We can see that they're roughly around, this is back from October where we could see them jump up to like $80, $90, $100. And they didn't actually shoot up to well over $200 until mid-November. And recently we've seen them as high as $444 at the middle of December and again on December 18th, and it's trailed now down to around $300 floor for, again, 32,000 common Spider-Man. So if you had stocked up back in August or September for roughly like 10 of them for $40, $50, you would have a number to be able to flip for a solid amount of gems for roughly about a 7 to 8x. Steamboat Willies, especially the commons, I believe are going to be very similar. And you could argue, well, what if Steamboat Willie, which it most likely will be, is a first edition, whereas the Spider-Man is a first appearance? FAs almost always hold more value over a first edition. And we've seen this specifically highlighted with the Captain America commons, where they're roughly around like $60. They shot up to roughly around $100 a while back, but the value of them is just not the same as the Spider-Mans because it's an FA versus an FE. So why would a Steamboat Willie that is most likely going to be FE be worth more than normal or even similar to an FA? Because of the significance of this NFT, not just in Veve, but as an NFT in general. Steamboat Willie is the first appearance, the FA, of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse actually as well, in real life to the public in 1928, almost 100 years ago. Mickey Mouse did appear earlier in test screenings, but to the masses, this was the first appearance, the first reveal of Mickey Mouse to the world, which Mickey Mouse is the most recognized figure in the entire world. Steamboat Willie was a game changer back then because it was also the first cartoon with synchronized sound, which means it's also the first Walt Disney Studio short films to also do so. So when you think about Disney movies, you of course think of Mickey and all of the other hundreds of characters that have come with Disney, but you also think of the songs that have been associated with those movies. Those nostalgic songs that we still remember the words from our childhood and into adulthood and are still continuing to make amazing songs and characters for generations with more characters and more movies. Steamboat Willie was the first popularized Disney short film to kick this off. To this day, it is still incredibly relevant and nostalgic to the core of Disney's IP and brand, to the point where before any movie since 2007, you can actually see Steamboat Willie actually pop up. You can hear the tune start playing that he's whistling along, and you can see it animated on screen. You can go on Disney Plus right now and watch Frozen or whatever's come after 2007, and you will see this image pop up. This is a very strategic move that Disney actually does to show the historic value of the brand and Mickey Mouse, who's the face of Disney, and just how strong and how long they've had that IP. Because the rights, the original copyright version of this Mickey is actually set to expire in 2024 unless they can actually get some form of extension. If they can't, then Disney no longer has this older version of Mickey Mouse. That makes this time frame for them releasing on Veve even more significant as an NFT. And while I would love an ultra rare, that has all the animation, all that, and I think those will do very well in price. The significance of tying it to the Spider-Man is that the commons are actually much less than the commons of Spider-Man. There are only 18,928 of these commons, whereas there were 32,000 common Spider-Man, where there's significantly more ultra rare of these animated Steamboat Willies at 6,900 versus the ultra rares of Spider-Man, which I think are roughly around 1,000. So because of the significance of this character, of this brand, and how much less of these commons there are, that is why I actually think that the ROI on some of the commons and collecting them could actually be higher than some of the higher rarities, even though they're not animated. And while Steamboat Willie is absolutely immortalized in history and now in every single movie that we watch now, it's even seen in the physical collectible, right? Like we can see here on Sideshow that Mickey Mouse limited edition Steamboat Willie figurine is selling for $1,150 each. There's only 1,000 of these limited editions. They are highly collectible and the price of them shows. Even in other collectibles like Funko Pop, one of the top 25 is Giant Steamboat Willie at $1,140. And there's actually another version that has a black and red or blue and red color that is also similar in price. So Steamboat Willie is highly collectible in physical form, and that'll translate also into the NFT digital form. The last element to consider is think about when we can actually sell these in an open marketplace like Immutable X Marketplace or OpenSea or Coinbase NFT Marketplace. Disney will most likely eventually allow us to do so with the IP. It probably won't happen right off the bat, but as more and more follow, I'm sure Disney will want to take advantage of this as well. But just like everyone else, they see the value in Steamboat Willie, right? NFT collectors will see the value in a black and white nostalgic memorabilia that immortalizes Disney. Gold moments are incredible. Like they are awesome. But from an outside view as an NFT collector jumping into Veve, they may not be as familiar with a golden statue, but they are very much familiar with Steamboat Willie in the black and white format. Because this is the FA of Mickey in real life. This is the first and only Steamboat Willie NFT from Disney. That is extremely significant. I don't normally do a video on one collectible and its significance, but this is one that's too important to not put out to the public. This will be an extremely tough one to grab on the drop, but the point of this video is to at least give you some of the background about why the price is going to move so, and why it's important to grab one even if you have to in the secondary. Whether this is a flip or a long hold for you as a collector, this is an iconic piece of history, and it's incredible that Disney chose Ecomi and Veve to be the first to NFT this almost 100-year-old piece of the most recognized character in the entire world, Mickey Mouse. Join me on the live stream later today where we go for this and hopefully we come out with a W. But this drop just shows just how strong and how much trust there is with Disney and Veve in their partnership. I'm sure we'll see a slew of incredible characters and drops with Star Wars and Pixar and other Disney characters, but this is a blue chip for any avid Veve collector, and I, for one, am planning on getting quite a few of these. As always, I hope you found my content valuable, and if so, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below. The likes and comments appease the algo overlords and help my channel to continue to grow. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell for future content. That's it for today. I'm Taps. Thank you for your time, man. Happy trading.